So, hello guys. My name is Kulais. I'm gonna make you a tutorial about Monk Fight build, which I use in PvP, which is very effective build. Where with this build you will be able to do a lot of damage. You will be able also to buff your teammates that you have in the party, and also with this build you're gonna give them some support with buffs that they will do even more damage. It's not a support build, it's mainly focused on the damage that you're gonna do. So without further ado, let's quickly jump into essences and everything, what you need to have this build and what is the important in this build and how what you want to do with it. In another video, I will then show you how to play this build, what are the combinations, and it will be a little bit shown how to move on the map, what to do, how to do, and everything else. So let's start. So when we go and look on this build, we have four different skills that we use, which is Shield of Zen, Seven-Sided Strike, Inner Sanctuary, and Mythic Strike. We also use Fist of Thunder, which is our main damage dealer. So basically, let's go skill by skill so you will understand what I mean. So basically, Shield of Zen is our protecting ourselves and everything what happens. It's very important one because we will get a bubble for this skill. Also, we're gonna upgrade it. This bubble will give you a lot of shield. Then with upgrade, it also protects your ally with Shield of Flames for 5 seconds, which is reducing damage, granting you immunity, and knockback effects also does the burn damage. And when you grant the shield to ally, they also use your shield. So we buff them additionally with one piece that we're gonna have on the chest. That's the essence on the main hand. That's chest base, where we have constantly 25% movement speed up when we have this skill switched on. With magic attributes, I will tell this later, but it's good to have at least 2 out of 4, which will increase the absorption shield. What do you need? So next skill is Seven-Sided Strike. This skill is also constantly running. That means whenever timer goes down, you have to switch it on. So you basically have it constantly. It's a damage dealer, it's automatic damage dealer. He just constantly strikes in each direction in randomly, so every 0.5 seconds you do additional damage. And here it's very good to have at least 3 out of 4 magic attributes for Seven-Sided Strike, as it has a chance of striking again. So basically every second time it hits, it will strike again on the enemies. So third skill is in Sanctuary. Here we have two options. We can go with more defensive or more offensive. I'd rather choose more offensive one, which is when I switch this on. The skill itself already has a really good buffs and debuffs because it basically reduces damage on enemy with 50% and also reduces critical hit damage with 10%, which is actually can go up every second when somebody is inside, up 10%, up to 40. The Inner Sanctuary is also what is the other piece that we're gonna use from head is as follows you for 5 seconds, increasing your damage you deal and your allies for 30%. So this one is the damage dealer essence, which can go up to 48% additional damage. And we have Inner Sanctuary also reduced because of the magic, because of the awakening slot that we have cooldown decrease, which is very important. Also, the second essence what we have is also for Inner Sanctuary, is also for you and your allies. So basically, this skill only gives you about 70% more damage, which is basically bonkers because this is a very strong one. And then we go to Mythic Strike, which we use some new essences also, which every time when you dash, you will pull the enemies. That's the basics, what this skill does, but we're gonna upgrade it with Mythic Strike, makes you untargetable as you dash forward, empowering your primary attack with 5 seconds to conjure two spirits to strike and do this. So basically, it will help us to get more damage. It will help us after we use a skill to have additional buff when we use a skill. So also then we have another skill, another set that we use for this skill is that when we use it, we have within 3 seconds to attack an enemy with our primary attack, Fist of Thunder, and that will basically inflict shock for them and lightning explosion, which gives also 90% more damage. And then the shoulders are very important ones. So we have also offhand, which gives you Mystic Strike, causes it to become invisible for 3 seconds. So this is very good because once you are invisible, you are not you are untargetable. So if we look like now a little bit for our essences, so let's see, you have here, you see we have a helmet, Guise of Amity, which is for Inner Sanctuary, that's what gives us increasing damage. Then the shoulders are the new shoulders where we use this for, this is Dismal Traveler, where we use Mythic Strike Essence, which gives us that shock and explosion, what we want. Then we have Shield of Zen. This is the protection one, where we use Calefaction. And then we have also Seven-Sided Strike Essence, which empower us to do continuous launch. This is a Leaping Shadow. Then we have on chest also for Shield of Zen Enlightenment's Blessing, which will basically give us additional movement speed that we need. This is also a new essence on the pants what we have, where we become untargetable after we dash, which is very good. That's what I explained before. Then we have, this is weaving edge waves, and then we have troubling ferocity. This is for inner sanctuary for additional damage, and reticent wind, where we are getting the Mystic Strike invisible essence. So this will be more or less regarding the essences. About the green items, the best what I found out and what I play is for V2 and for Untouchable Mountain Bank. It gives you additional shielding, which is very good, and it gives us also additional attack speed, which is very, very good in our case because of Fist of Thunder needs a lot of attack speed. And all the effects are prolonged because of our beneficials. So this is basically about the gear. We can look a little bit about the gems. Yeah, I have a high roller gems. This is not a problem, but these all can be uh, substituted. So, for example, like blood flow is very important one. If you have it, it doesn't have to be rank 8. It has to be lower. Void Spark is good. You can exchange this one for Entropic Well. That means additional skills power. Also, if you then don't have Hunting Coil, you can exchange this one for, let's check, we can exchange this one for example, with either Surging Sea, or we can use, just a second, we can use also Black Rose, which is actually HON. If we are attacked, we will immobilize them, which is also very good. So we can use these gems. Uh, I put in the description also where I have everything on picture. What gems we can use, how we can use it. This is on the other explanation. So this is basically for the build what we are looking right now. We are constantly playing in the defensive stance because we get a lot of shield, which are going to be increased, and also we restore our health. So this is regarding this, regarding the skills and essences. Now we go for this magic attributes. It's very important that you have seven-sided strike 3 out of 4, what we already spoke about it. That's one of the important thing. Also, block chance is very important in this kind of the build. So you have to have high block chance. We use for Entropy, curse properties, four times Entropy, and we use with the other one, it's I think the tested, if I'm not mistaken, no tortured. We use Atrophy and torches. Four pieces on each side. This is more attacking one. Good. So what next? Yes, please look that you have at least high combat rating on this one. So search for items with fortitude and willpower. Vitality is good because we need a lot of help, but vitality or strength is here what you should normally have. If you have a very close to good item with good magic attributes like I have here, fortitude willpower is actually really good. But try to focus on those additional magic attributes what we need. Offhand are green items. Use the skills cooldowns, damage taken from players, beneficial effect duration. Those are pretty much most what you need. Always damage decrease, skill cooldowns. This is what we mostly need on this kind of the build because we need a lot of power. So for this one, it's then the attributes. Like I said, armor should be priority in this build. Armor pen is also good. You don't need any potency, so traverse everything what you can into resistance. So first, most important is armor, then it's armor pen, and then it's resistance. Potency is not needed. Also, the other things is block chance, which is very good to be as high as possibly. So this is one of those uh, builds where block chance you can get either on the items or you can get it on in the blacksmith with reforges. Like I said, the reforges should be mostly damage to shield enemies, damage to enemies suffering loss control, attack speed, critical hit damage, all skill damage increase. This is I have these four times on my items, and we have also four times this one, which is beneficial effects, damage while suffering loss control, damage taken from players, block chance, damage from players taking nearby is reduced. So basically we have four times this and four times this that we get a little bit more attack skill, but mostly it's focus on this one. So that's about this. What we need to know more about this one is that you try to get in your warband where you have your rooms. You can go for attacker, damage non increase, or you can go for block chance 5%. I go for block chance because this is protector, this is the build what we are playing, and it's the best what you can get. It's 5% block chance because every block what you get they're gonna miss and you will not receive any damage. I will show you now a little bit on the Paragon. So I play this build with Harvest Souls, Soul Harvester, and also on the build is Gladiator, where I use Citat, Juggernaut, Overpower, Grizzled Veteran, and To the Victor. I kind of get very good results with this, so I will also advise you if you want to play this kind of build and you want to do it, play it with this style. You could play brawler, but I tend to be I like to be more tanky. Otherwise, you go with brawler, all this. But I prefer to play gladiator because it gives me more security, and I'm playing mostly against whales, so I like more protection than to be more vulnerable, and that's why I play this style. Okay, so I will just quickly show you on the dummy how the skills are working and what you should do. Video will follow about play. So basically what you do, these three skills have to work constantly, and then you just dash with Mythic Strike and then attack. So again, look that this is up, you dash, and Fist of Thunder. Again, you dash, Fist of Thunder. This is the combo that you should play. Dash, Fist of Thunder, dash, Fist of Thunder, go around, dash, Fist of Thunder, and this is how it. So this is another video, and I hope you enjoy and you will understand how to set up everything correct. Thank you and have a good play.